Hey, bro. I want to fight something, bro. Hey, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I want to fight something. Yes, he did. I'm glad I got witnesses.
You don't remember the catch and shoot.
Forget that. Get that.
Why you got me in the corner?
I got it. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, now we good.
I ain't going for none of them things. Yeah. Hey, oh! Boy, that boy still got it. Come on. Brother. Come on, bro. No,
Yeah,
I'm too strong for that. Watch that.
Do it again. Do it
Okay.
again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. 2 rounds.
Bing, bing, bing.
Destiny doesn't whisper, it stares you in the face. And Shakur Stevenson is talking like a man who sees nothing but the finish line.
When I was a kid coming up, Drake was the person I wanted to be like. He was the last person to win the Olympic gold medal, so for me, it was like I wanted to be the next person to win the Olympic gold medal, and I kind of watched all of his tapes. I studied him like every day faithfully, and he played a tremendous part on my style of boxing. Now, it's always been a lot of talk. I always be talking a lot of like smack to Drake just because I always watched him. Like I always been looking up to him forever. So now it's like I just want him to get in the ring and like teach me a few things. I'm not like trying to go crazy, but I just want to be able to say I got in the ring with Andre Ward.
Order versus chaos, brains versus bravado, calculation versus combustion, and depending on who you ask, either a masterclass waiting to happen or a full-blown upset that blows the boxing internet into orbit. Because here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. Both men think they're smarter, tougher, and more dangerous than the other.
No, it's my time. All I see is the destination that I'm trying to get to. I think I'm the smartest fighter on the planet Earth. I don't just beat guys. I'm the type of fighter that dominates people. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You better be ready, boy. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. We at the UFC boxing gym. January 31st, I'm fighting Teofimo Lopez. I'm moving up to 140 pounds, super lightweight. The process ain't nothing new. I'm not trying to put on all that muscle and all that extra shit they keep talking about. Skills pay the bills, and that's what's gonna show up.
And neither of them is bluffing. And that's exactly why this matchup feels less like a sporting event and more like a psychological experiment with gloves. Shakur Stevenson walks into this fight carrying himself like a man who already knows the ending. Not hopes, not dreams. Certainty. The kind of calm confidence that doesn't scream.
Looking forward to this here fight with Teofimo. I know we can guarantee you for sure, 100% he's gonna be ready.
This camp feel way different from previous camps. Being away from my daughter, being away from my future wife, that's the most challenging thing. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. This is sharpest I think I done been for a fight. My diet, I let the nutritionists and all them kind of people take care of that. I just show up and eat whatever they give me. So I pay attention to what makes me feel good, and I just stay on that. Turn them out of there. Walk them out, walk them out. I put a lot of great people around me, challenge me and push me and take me to the next level, and I think that's what keeps me at my sharpest. Terence Crawford, that's my big brother. I love him to death. I feel like if he wasn't in my career and in my life, it'd have been very difficult getting to the level that I got to. He kind of told me is take every guy serious. Seeing him and seeing how he prepared for guys who I know that's not on his level, it kind of turned me up to make sure that I do the same.
It whispers, and somehow that's scarier. This is a fighter who's been doubted, booed, questioned, nitpicked, and told he's too boring his entire career. And instead of snapping, he sharpened. Every setback, every awkward performance, every side-eye from fans who wanted knockouts instead of nuance.
King, but you're in my way, so I gotta move you out my way.
This guy is the best, and we're here to face the best. That's just what it is.
T.O.'s that guy. Like, I admire his style. I done said this before. I think he's a hell of a boxer. He's fast, he's strong. He got boxing IQ, you know how to outbox people. We sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and T.O. posted a video that is very misleading. First round. So we warming up. Ain't nobody really land nothing. Like, he know deep down inside, he remember how the sparring went.
He said stop recording. Come on, dog.
Well, he gonna want to make this a firefight, but I think that's gonna be his downfall. Being that I know that I'm getting in the ring with the truth, I want to elevate my game and make sure that I'm better than him. I want to be better than him in every area on fight night, and that's what we...
It all fed the same belief. Skills pay the bills. Shakur doesn't chase chaos, he controls it. He doesn't react. He calculates. And behind the scenes, standing like a silent professor over his shoulder, is his mentor, Terence Crawford, the living proof that intelligence, timing, and cruelty wrapped in patience can dismantle any style in boxing.
Got to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Yo, what it is, baby, box off, and it's a takeover times that by 2, because we are 2-time world champion in 2 different weight divisions. We here at the House of Champions. We breed them, we make them, and you know what? We take the belts and we take them. Let's get it, baby. Teofimo in the flesh. Let's go.
I've been with him ever since he started boxing, which was at 6. I really knew that he was really good when he started beating professional fighters at 13, 14 years old.
Right here, man. Had a right hand up there. Right hand back. 1, 2. Double jab right.
And Shakur knows exactly what people are whispering online. He's seen the sparring clips. He's heard the talk about him being exposed. And instead of panicking, he smirks. Because in his world, sparring clips are clickbait. Fight night is the exam, and he believes Teofimo is about to fail it publicly. Respect? Sure. Fear? Absolutely not. Shakur isn't walking in hoping to win. He's walking in expecting to dominate. And that expectation is dangerous. Because fighters who believe they've already solved the puzzle don't hesitate when it's time to pull the trigger.
Right here, man. So that's why we got to keep beating these guys. Beating Shakur, this is part of it to get to that next level. I pretty much have had almost everything thrown at me, and I look forward to see what will be thrown at me come January 31st.
But then there's Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo doesn't care about your spreadsheets, your punch stats, or your clean scorecards. He thrives in the spaces analysts can't predict. He calls this fight a conquest, not a contest. And that word choice matters. Conquest means someone is getting taken, humiliated, overrun. Teofimo isn't entering this bout to edge out a decision. He's entering it to rewrite the narrative that says his best days are behind him.
Lopez blows hot and cold, but when he's good, he's really good. Vasyl Lomachenko was an outstanding performance. Then he got derailed by George Kambosos in the fight after that and just seemed to lose his way a little bit, but in recent times looks back to his best. It's a fascinating fight. This, for me, is all about whether Shakur Stevenson can step up and bring the greatness. He's daring to. Lopez will put him in that position because he's got that physical
So it's
advantage.
all about the timing in the mid-range. It's going to be fascinating.
He has the physical attributes to put him on the ropes, and he knows that that's where his game's at. He's not going to be able to outbox Shakur. Yeah, he's a great boxer himself, and he's very athletic, and he's got great movement and all that, but he's explosive, he's more bullish, and he will have to bull Shakur. He'll have to bull.
Every doubt thrown at him since the Kambosos loss? Fuel. Every fan who said he's inconsistent? Gasoline. Every analyst who labeled him mentally fragile? Matchstick. And standing loudly beside him is his father, the most unapologetic hype man in boxing, reminding anyone who'll listen that Teofimo was beating professionals while still a kid. Whether that's myth, memory, or straight-up legend, building doesn't even matter. What matters is that Teofimo believes it. And fighters who believe their own mythology are capable of doing irrational things, sometimes brilliant things.
Lomachenko is a faster but very fluid type of fighter in the mold of Shakur, he's a very loose-limbed, very relaxed fighter who can be offensive and defensive. It wouldn't surprise me to see Shakur down in this fight as well and get up and win the fight closely on points. But
It's a great fight. Stylistically, I think it's up and down as far as you can't favor no side stylistically because you got Teo that's super athletic. You got Shakur that like to control distance, but you know, I think Teofimo with the athleticism and certain things that he'll be able to close it in certain parts of the fight.
Sometimes disastrous things, but never boring. Teofimo's camp is betting on something dangerous. Pressure breaks precision. That athleticism, explosiveness, and unpredictability can drag Shakur out of his comfort zone and force him to fight emotionally instead of intellectually. Teofimo doesn't want a chess match. He wants to flip the table mid-game and dare Shakur.
Off of Teofimo being up and down in certain fights he looked this, and then certain fights he looked great. So I think they going off consistency, but I don't really pay too much attention to them odds makers because they really don't really be knowing the background of boxing. What's the amateurs, what really people got in them, in the boxing. Like they just going off, kind of what everybody pouring their money into and what the hype is. But I think it's more of a closer fight, eyes wide. I would say the athleticism mostly, and it seems like he do pretty good against southpaws. I mean, Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, that's two different styles, two different sizes, and he made it look kind of easy with both of them. So we'll just have to see, man. I think it's gonna be an interesting stylistic matchup because we don't know what we're gonna get. It could be a boring 12-round fight, or it could heat up to where Teofimo make him take chances. So we'll see.
To keep calculating while fists are flying from weird angles at weird moments. He's trained for violence, not elegance. He's conditioned himself for discomfort. And that's where this fight stops being about skill sets and starts being about who blinks first when the plan goes sideways. That's why analysts like Spencer Oliver and Gareth Davies frame this as brains versus brutality, IQ versus force. Because stylistically, it's a nightmare matchup for both men. If this becomes a technical, measured chess match, Shakur could embarrass Teofimo over 12 rounds, touching him, turning him, frustrating him, and walking away with a decision so clean it makes gamblers feel smart. But if Teofimo finds a rhythm, even a messy one, if he steals momentum with explosive bursts, closes distance recklessly, and turns the fight ugly, all bets are off. Even fighters are split. Oshaki Foster points out Teofimo's athleticism and his ability to erase distance faster than people would expect, which is boxing code for one mistake could change everything. Betting odds might say Shakur is the safe pick, but boxing history laughs at safe picks, especially when the underdog doesn't see himself as an underdog. He sees himself as a predator waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. And here's the spicy part nobody wants to admit. Both men are right about themselves. Shakur is the more polished technician. Teofimo is the more dangerous disruptor. That's why this fight feels cursed to be controversial. Swing rounds, momentum shifts, fans screaming robbery no matter who wins. Twitter melting down, YouTube thumbnails going nuclear, and a rematch practically writing itself before the scorecards are even read. Because if Shakur wins, critics will say he ran. If Teofimo wins, critics will say Shakur underestimated chaos. There is no clean ending here. Only arguments, breakdowns, slow-motion replays, and hot takes that last longer than the fight itself. So, the official prediction? On paper, Shakur Stevenson edges a close decision if discipline holds and emotion stays locked away, but boxing doesn't live on paper. It lives in moments, and Teofimo Lopez lives for moments. One explosive round, one lapse, one miscalculation, one shot that changes the energy in the room. And suddenly the boring technician is in survival mode. This isn't just a fight. It's a stress test for modern boxing philosophy. Do skills still pay the bills, or does chaos collect interest? Either way, don't blink. Because the loudest moment might come when you least expect it.